I put my first project in like a year on the 3D printer and I'm very excited. This print, however, had a little bit of a mishap. When my supports come off the build plate, this is an unpopular opinion, but I just let it ride. I see if she's gonna fix herself up, and she usually does. It's just like, it becomes a little bit of a mess here. So I'm gonna try to uncover it and see what's going on like underneath and see how much I have to fix. But also, this is the inside, so it doesn't really matter that much. Oh my god. And see, I could have stopped the print because these supports like didn't work out, and I would have wasted so much filament. And I don't know, I feel like it always just picks itself back up. And also, if you decide to do that and it doesn't work, it's not my fault. Here's a little comparison. I just don't think it would have been worth it. Okay, so this is not related to the failure. I ran out of filament with this much of the print left, and I can just glue it back on. I'm really not worried about it. I'm not devastated by this, but the print had this much, like this is how much filament I had to add, and it was very upsetting. And obviously it didn't adhere very well, but I can fix it, no big deal. We're not gonna worry about it. It's gonna look like this, and then I'm just gonna put the magnets on the bottom so I can take this whole piece off, because we're gonna put some lights and stuff in the eyes and the mouth. And lining up pieces that break off is really easy because it's built in layers, so you literally just find the layer where it broke off and it goes in perfectly. This is the inside. I'm not super worried about the aesthetics of it. It's more about like holding it together actually. And then on the top, I just kind of tried to smooth the line out. It's not too big of a deal because I'm gonna resin the whole thing, but it's a good start. It took me about an hour and a half to fully cure and like wash it all down and everything, but here is it finished. And like the seams here are embedded in the resin, if you can see that. I'm gonna hit it with a coat of primer, filler primer, and then see where we're at. And here's after the first sand. The seam looks a lot better than it did before. I'm still gonna do Bondo, but it looks way better and it should be an easy job. My Bondo dried out, that's why it's so lumpy, but it will still work, just a little extra sanding. And it smoothed out perfectly, so the next part is gonna be taping, painting, and weathering.